massless, enjoying this wonderful thing that we've come together to do. My name is Nabil El-Khafif. I am a physician, a surgeon. I have a background in molecular biology and bioinformatics. But as I've said before, I do not believe that you need to be any type of expert to understand that something has gone drastically wrong. Before I start, I just want to say I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be with you today, to speak to you today, and I thank you in advance for your time and your attention.
Thank you.
Much like many of you, I have been thoroughly perplexed by the complete disregard for science, ethics, and basic common sense. We find ourselves now at a crossroads, the end of the beginning, if you will. And at this time, I think it is very important for us to remind ourselves what this crisis is about. Let me begin by telling you what this crisis is not about. This crisis is not about science. We have discussed the science at length. The science has always been and remains on our side. In the last few weeks, we have seen astonishing admissions from public health units about the efficacy of cloth and surgical masks, about the reliability of asymptomatic PCR testing, and about the accuracy of COVID hospitalization and death numbers. We were right the whole time. They knew it and we knew it. They were lying the whole time. They knew it and we knew it. Forgive me, my hands are cold, I can't turn the pages. Give me one second.
I'm going to be in my t-shirt if I get a chance to speak in a moment.
So, we must never make the mistake of thinking this fight is about science. Stop talking science. This fight is about something much bigger than science. This fight is about freedom, and it is about authority. This fight... Freedom!
Authority.
Freedom!
Freedom!
God bless you, God bless you. This fight is about authority. This fight is about who has the right to author the rules of our society. I believe we are all authors. We are all authorities of this reality, and I believe we have a duty to use that authority to write the world that we wish to live in. Even if the science was on their side, and it isn't, it does not change one iota the undeniable, the inescapable fact that no human being has the authority to dictate to another what they may do with their body or what they may put in their body.
That's right. Yeah.
Freedom!
Freedom!
God bless you. So what do we do now? How do we stop this onslaught against freedom, common sense, and basic human decency? There are two steps. The first step is to recognize the problem. The problem is, and it must be stated bluntly, the problem is we are dealing with a group of criminal individuals who are corrupt and or evil. It has to be said. One of the main problems I have when trying to reach understanding with people from the other side is they cannot get past the why. But why, Nabil? Why would anyone do this? Why? When presented with the evidence, the natural conclusions are obvious, but because they cannot fathom the why, they refute the evidence. Some people think it's incompetence. Some people think it's corruption. Some people think it's a combination. Some people think it's Satanist pedophiles with an agenda to remodel the world. Let me tell you what I think, and I want you to think about this carefully. I think it does not matter. It does not matter if they are innocent nincompoops, and it does not matter if they are reptilian body snatchers. This is nonsense. A crime has been committed, and for that crime there must be consequences.
Yeah, that's right. A crime has been committed.
Can't feel my hands, just give me a second. Can somebody turn this page for me? Freedom! 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 God bless you. A crime has been committed, and for that crime there must be consequences. Murder is a crime, and sometimes you can explain it. You can say it was motivated by revenge, it was motivated by greed, it was motivated by jealousy. These are all things that we call moral corruption. Corruption. Sometimes murder has no explanation. Serial killers, people who have a perverse notion of reality, people who take pleasure from the act. We call this evil. Corruption or evil? Corruption or evil. But regardless of why, a crime is a crime, and for that crime, there are consequences. As a civilized society, we must apprehend the criminal, investigate the circumstances, and hand out the appropriate punishment. So, this brings us to the second step. We know the problem. The problem is corruption and evil. We've got to call it out, we've got to investigate it, we've got to apprehend and punish those who are behind it. The second step is to outline a solution. Well, I'll tell you here and now, we are the solution. You are the solution. The solution will come directly from the actions you and I take. The first action we can take is to recognize and accept that we are all authorities. We are all authorities of our society. We are demonstrating that now, and it's very important that we call this a demonstration. This is not a protest. Beggars protest. Please, sir, can I have some more? That's a protest. We are here to demonstrate. We are here to demonstrate that we are fierce, that we are numerous, that we are united, that we are loving, and that we are not backing down. 1 minute. All right, 1 minute. Okay. I got a minute left. So I want to talk about mass formation. A lot of you have heard of mass formation. For a long time now, the ruling class have talked about the masses and how to control the masses. And now we finally begin to see firsthand how they mobilize the masses. Now, they have a mass. Their mass is formed and bound together by lies and deception. They use illusion and the power of their media to feed their mass falsehoods, make it feel larger than it is, and make ours feel smaller than it is.